Good evening, everyone. I'm Paul Thompson. I'm an architect. I have a project that I'm going to talk a little bit about, but first some sort of introduction to the subject. As you know, Philadelphia is an old city made of brick and stone, densely populated, historically significant. It was called the City of Homes in the 1800s. Here's what I see as a problem with a revolutionary solution. We have a lot of row homes which are inherently efficient, but they're not efficient enough these days. Why not? We have a climate crisis that we urgently need to address. When this Philadelphia home was built around 1790, there was no central heat from the 1850s, telephones 1870s, electricity 1890s, air conditioning Willis Carey 1902, natural gas 1920s, television invented 1927, or internet 1990, or Wi-Fi common in 2000. This house has all those things, plus air conditioning, well insulated, air sealed, highly efficient with solar panels. I want to propose a conservative approach to energy use to make our city better than merely okay. We need to use less energy by conserving more. We need renewable energy. We need to move from an energy consuming to an energy producing city. But first, hold on, some science. The ABCs of building science. A house is a system. Structure, enclosure, mechanicals. Build for your client, wet or dry, hot, mixed, or cold. Adobe bricks don't work in Philadelphia. C, control the flow of moisture and air. Keep water out and control moisture vapor so mold doesn't grow. Air sealing works everywhere. Most of us live in rock walls. We really want to live in the perfect wall, and we can make rock walls into perfect walls to keep the outside out and the inside in by controlling rain, air, vapor, and heat. This makes our buildings durable, comfortable, healthy, and energy efficient. We also call some rocks bricks, which are amazing. Science allows us to transform mud, water, and heat into the building blocks of Philadelphia. Bricks also deteriorate when exposed to water vapor, and rising damp. Hard brick don't absorb water and last longer. Soft bricks absorb water and provide a home for mold. Here's an aside. A Colombian company saw two pressing issues in the world. One issue is the housing crisis prevalent in Latin America, where 80% of the population resides in urban areas. The second is the overwhelming amount of plastic crowding our landfills. To combat these issues, Conceptos Plásticos recycles plastic into Lego-like building blocks. If you live in one of 400,000 row homes in Philadelphia, what do you do if you want to bring your home into the 21st century? There's a lot of good, solid knowledge that's out there, but these conventional approaches to weatherization aren't good enough, and they aren't fast enough. We need to be at the forefront of building science. We need to do this. One of these things is not like the other. This is what happens when you have a super insulated home, an airtight facade in the middle of regular homes. You get massively reduced energy bills, greater comfort and health, and you can do this while keeping the historical character of the city. This is the Passive House in Brooklyn. Philly has a lot of history and a very strong historical commission, which is great. The Historical Commission identifies and designates historic resources, listing them on the Philadelphia Historic Register, a Register of Historic Places, which currently includes more than 22,000 properties and 15 historic districts. Here's an aerial view of South Rittenhouse Square, showing the location of the next Passive House in Philadelphia. It's just another row home in a city of row homes. It was a developer project in 1845, just like developer projects in 2016. It happens to be in the Rittenhouse-Fittler Historical District. So what does it take to make a Passive House? Super insulated building envelope, airtight construction with an energy recovery ventilator, triple pane windows with superior doors, efficient mechanical systems, quality construction, a good design team, and proven building science analysis. And so we calculate the required insulation levels using a computer model such as the Passive House Planning Package shown here. In order to achieve ENERFIT, the Passive House Certificate for Retrofits, we're proposing to cover the rear brick with insulation, which the Historical Commission has denied to date. We're currently working with them to find a solution that works for us all. The Commission denied our proposal based on criteria number 2, 6, and 9 from the Secretary of the Interior's Historic Preservation Project. These guidelines were written in 1976. This is a 50-year-old thinking that dominates an era in a crisis. We need to apply building science in addition to historical criteria to solve the problem. Historic Philadelphia is a city of bricks, brick on the front of buildings, bricks on the rear, fancy bricks, good quality bricks, and common salmon bricks. I believe all bricks are not created equal, even on historically registered properties. We need to make qualitative decisions about what we save and what we are allowed to change. The Pennsylvania Constitution was written in 1776, 11 years before the U.S. Constitution in 1787. The Environmental Rights Amendment was added to the Pennsylvania Constitution in 1971. This amendment was the basis for the Supreme Court overturning the law that maximized gas drilling for Marcellus Shale. We need to apply this to other decisions. So this is what we propose. First, rank the value of historic facades as significant or non-contributing. Altering the facade must result in a significant improvement in energy efficiency and health for inhabitants, and the proposal must be backed by proven building science-based analysis. We need to rebalance the equation and rethink our priorities. In developed economies, at least half of the buildings that will be in use in 2050 have already been built. According to a recent survey by the U.S. Energy Information Agency, 72% of floor stock in the U.S., or 46 billion square feet, belongs to buildings over 20 years old. This slide shows the commons we all share. The public way, also known as streets. Great for bikes, pedestrians, and cars. What if we use the streets for another common use? As we replace and hopefully remove natural gas lines throughout the city, let's drill ground source heat wells to heat and cool our homes, and everybody wins. So imagine, free streets for everyone in a significant historic city. We're on the way, but we have a long ways to go. Let's modernize our historic city. Let's make it the most energy efficient city in America. Revolutionary. Thank you.